Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. CZARQITS King Charles's diversity czar, who was brought in after Harry and Meghan race quits takes. King Charles II has faced numerous challenges since ascending to the throne, balancing traditional royal responsibilities with modern issues that include addressing the legacy of colonialism, racial inequality, and inclusion within the monarchy. One of his key responses was to appoint a diversity czar, tasked with helping the monarchy improve its approach to diversity and inclusion following the much-publicized race-related controversies surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. But in a surprising turn of events, this diversity advisor recently stepped down, igniting speculation about the future of the royal family's diversity efforts. The departure of the diversity czar has opened a floodgate of questions and debates, both within royal circles and beyond. Why did the advisor leave? What does this mean for the monarchy's commitment to diversity? And how will King Charles address the growing calls for a more inclusive institution moving forward? The role of the diversity czar was established in the wake of an intense period of scrutiny following claims made by Prince Harry and Meghan in a 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey. During that conversation, Meghan claimed there had been concerns and conversations within the royal family about how dark her son Archie's skin would be. This allegation fueled an international debate on race, colonial history, and the need for reform within the royal family. In response, Buckingham Palace released a statement expressing sadness over the experiences shared by Meghan and Harry, with a promise to address the issue privately. But this gesture, while earnest, did little to quell public calls for the monarchy to reckon with its historical and structural biases. In appointing a diversity czar, King Charles aimed to make a proactive statement that the royal family was serious about change. The role was conceived as an advisory position meant to guide the palace's approach to inclusivity and foster a deeper understanding of diverse backgrounds, cultures, and histories. The appointment was widely regarded as a positive step, signaling a new era in which the monarchy could become more attuned to modern societal values and realities. The Tsar's resignation, however, has cast a shadow over these aspirations. Although the details surrounding the resignation remain private, insiders hint at potential frustrations over the pace and scope of change. The role, while significant, came with limitations as the monarchy operates within a unique framework of traditions, protocols, and public expectations that sometimes hinder swift reforms. The Tsar's departure has led some observers to suggest that the advisor may have struggled to effect meaningful change within the constraints of the institution, which still maintains a complex relationship with its colonial legacy and the politics of race and inclusion. Public reaction to the resignation has been mixed, with some expressing disappointment while others view it as an indicator of the inherent challenges of trying to reform an ancient institution. Critics argue that while appointing a diversity czar was a symbolic step, the real need is for tangible actions that demonstrate a genuine commitment to diversity, such as representation within the staff, collaborations with communities of color, and support for initiatives that address social inequalities. For King Charles, the resignation of his diversity advisor represents a crucial moment. As a monarch known for his progressive views on climate change, architecture, and interfaith relations, he now faces pressure to show similar dedication to diversity and inclusion within the institution he leads. King Charles has been vocal in the past about wanting to be a unifying monarch, bridging the gap between the past and present. His vision includes a monarchy that is relevant and connected to the people, transcending backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences. Nevertheless, King Charles's commitment to addressing racial and cultural issues is not without complexity. The British monarchy, as one of the oldest institutions in the world, is steeped in a history that intersects with the British Empire and its colonial endeavors. This legacy has led many critics to call for an examination of the monarchy's historical role in the exploitation of people and resources across the globe. Addressing this history openly would require not only acknowledging it, but also taking actionable steps to demonstrate accountability. One possible direction that King Charles might explore in the wake of this resignation is to diversify the voices within the royal household by establishing a council of community leaders and activists from various backgrounds. Such a council could act as a bridge between the monarchy and underrepresented communities, helping ensure that the institution remains attuned to the challenges faced by marginalized groups in modern Britain and across the Commonwealth. By doing so, King Charles could create a more collaborative approach to diversity, one that moves beyond symbolic gestures and into concrete, lasting change. Additionally, King Charles might consider more active partnerships with organizations that work on issues such as racial justice, economic equity, and multicultural education. By supporting these causes, the monarchy could be seen not just as an institution of tradition, but as a forward-thinking body that actively contributes to societal well-being. This approach could also help address critiques about the monarchy's detachment from the concerns of everyday citizens, especially those from immigrant or historically underrepresented backgrounds. The departure of the diversity czar may also spur the palace to revisit how it communicates on issues of race and equality. Transparency and open dialogue with the public will be essential if the monarchy hopes to rebuild trust and avoid similar setbacks in the future. A public commitment to diversity, followed by visible actions, can reinforce the palace's resolve and signal to the public that it takes its role as a representative institution seriously. At this pivotal moment, the legacy of King Charles' reign might very well be defined by how he approaches inclusion. The monarchy has survived centuries of change by adapting to new social norms, and many believe it is time for the institution to embrace a more inclusive identity. For King Charles, this is an opportunity to leave a lasting impact, not only by carrying on traditions, but by evolving them in a way that resonates with the values of today's multicultural society. The resignation of the diversity czar may be a setback, but it is also a moment of clarity. It emphasizes that token gestures are insufficient, and that meaningful, systemic change is what is required for the monarchy to maintain its relevance in a rapidly changing world. If King Charles and his advisors can take this moment to reassess and strengthen their approach to diversity, the monarchy could emerge not only as a symbol of continuity, but also as an institution that champions the values of equity, respect, and inclusivity. As King Charles contemplates his next steps, one thing remains clear: the world is watching. The call for a more inclusive, socially aware monarchy is louder than ever, and how he chooses to respond will shape his legacy and the future of the institution. By embracing this challenge with determination, King Charles has the chance to usher in a transformative era for the British monarchy, one that honors its past while championing a more just and inclusive future.